Some questions don't have answers. Some stories cannot be explained. Some experiences change everything. Welcome to the Anything and Everything Spiritual Podcast, where we dive into anything and everything that is spiritual. One of the questions I get asked more than any other is, Linda, why am I not getting anything? And almost every single time, the answer is not because they are not psychic. It is because they are making one or several of the same mistakes I see over and over again. Today, I want to pull back the curtain and talk honestly about what actually holds people back. Because here is the thing. Psychic ability isn't reserved for a chosen few. But developing it properly, that's a completely different story. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Anything and Everything Spiritual Podcast. My name is Linda. I am also known as the Psychic Pinup. Whether you are completely new to psychic development or you have been sitting in circles for 20 years, I can almost guarantee you have fallen into at least one of the mistakes we are going to talk about today. And don't worry, I have made every single one of them myself. Mistake number 1. Waiting for spirit to do all the work. I see this all the time in my workshops. People sit there, eyes closed, waiting, and waiting. They are expecting spirit to suddenly walk in and dump an entire biography into their mind. And it just doesn't work like that. Spirit responds to curiosity. So instead of waiting, become the journalist. Interview spirit. Ask questions like, who are you? What is your relationship? How did you pass? What personality did you have? What did you love doing? Mediumship is a conversation, not just simply a download. From my own personal experience as a medium, it did take me a while to fall into that habit of ask questions, get more information. Why? But why? Like a little child. You know, when we get these toddlers or these young kids and they keep asking why? Every time you came back with an answer to their question, again, you would get why. This is literally how you have to become. The more I practiced that, the more information I found I was getting from spirit. So over time, it just started to become second nature to myself. Mistake number 2. Thinking that every thought has to feel magical. That's right. I see this all the time with people also. And this one stops people before they even begin. I find that a lot of people think intuition or mediumship should sound like Morgan Freeman. Now, we all know who Morgan Freeman is, don't we? And if you don't, go and quickly Google him. He is an actor, many, many movies. Now, the only reason why I said Morgan Freeman is I find many people are thinking intuition or mediumship should sound like Morgan Freeman narrating their life. Instead, it is usually, I wonder if. I keep thinking, this probably is not right, but guess what? That is intuition. It doesn't announce itself. It just whispers. And the louder your expectations, the quieter your intuition becomes. Think about that. Mistake number 3. Wanting to be right instead of wanting to learn. Now, this one can sting. People become obsessed with validation. I need every piece of evidence to be right. No, that is just simply not correct. It's a big fat no from me. Your job is to observe, not to edit. If you get something wrong, fantastic. Yes, I will say fantastic. Good job. Because guess what? You have just learnt something. Because every incorrect piece of evidence will teach you something. Every correct piece also teaches you something. Failure is feedback. Write that down. Failure is feedback. Words of wisdom straight from Spirit. Mistake number 4. Comparing yourself to everyone else. And the sad thing here is social media has made this so much worse. People are seeing polished demonstrations, perfect evidence, standing ovations. What they are not seeing are the thousands of readings before that, the mistakes, the nerves, the self-doubt, the fears, and the tears. A lot of this footage that people are comparing themselves with on social media are heavily edited clips. You'll very rarely see failure or failed readings on social media, unless, of course, we have a skeptic that is outing mediums or trying to out mediums. But you get what I'm saying there. I just want to bring this back to comparing yourself to everyone else. What you are actually doing is comparing your, let's say, your chapter 1 in your story to someone else's chapter 20 in their story, just stop it. We are all on different journeys. We all evolve differently. None of us are the same. So please, just stop. Mistake number 5. Trying too hard. Now, I know that this sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Effort actually blocks intuition. When people try harder, their foreheads will wrinkle, their breathing will change, they will start analysing instead of receiving, and then they start to overthink. Psychic ability happens when you are relaxed, not when you are mentally wrestling information. It's always a good idea to get into the practice of maybe taking a couple of minutes to yourself, to ground yourself, maybe doing some breathing exercises to clear that mind before you attempt to do any form of psychic work. Mistake number 6. Confusing imagination with making it up. And this is probably my favourite topic. When I do workshops, I get a lot of people saying to me, I think I am making it up. Well, what if imagination is exactly how spirit communicates? Think about it this way. Images, thoughts, feelings, words, memory, emotion. If spirit suddenly projected itself into the room like a movie, we would not need any psychic development. So please, embrace the imagination. Your imagination is not the enemy. Your imagination is the screen, as in a movie screen, that spirit uses. Mistake number 7. Looking for big information. And what I mean by this is people want names. They want dates, addresses, serial numbers. And let's put one in for funnies, the lotto numbers. True, they do. People will ask you for lotto numbers. Meanwhile, Spirit is saying, I have shown you a red jumper. I will say, trust the red jumper. Relay the red jumper to your sitter. Because big evidence starts with small evidence. Mistake number 8. Believing more information means better mediumship. I will say no. There's that saying, always quality over quantity. I will say the same thing here also with mediumship. Quality beats quantity. One accurate sentence can change someone's life. 50 random facts will not. Mediumship is not about showing everyone how clever you are. It is about serving the sitter, the person you are delivering the message to, the person you are doing the reading for. Mistake number 9. Now, this is really important, okay? Not living life. You need to live life. This really surprises a lot of people when I say to people, you need to live life. You need to have experience. Because the best mediums, they travel, they laugh, they have hobbies, they work, they parent, they have families. They will experience heartbreak as well as experience joy. Spirit uses all of their experiences to communicate messages through to the sitter. So consider everything you do in life is an experience. And at some point, you may find that Spirit will be giving you memories of yourself doing certain things in life or certain experiences, knowing that you can relay information and messages via those experiences onto your sitter. If you don't have all those experiences behind you, you have nothing for Spirit to work with. Spirit will draw from your memories. So my advice is to go, live life, have fun, experience the ups, experience the downs, understand what those feelings feel like, the heartbreak, the joy. It's all part of your journey as a medium. And if I can leave you with one piece of advice today, stop trying to become psychic. Instead, start becoming curious. Curious about yourself. Curious about people. Curious about life. Because psychic ability does not grow from perfection. It grows from observation. And I have a challenge for you for the week. I want you to stop asking, am I getting this right? Instead, ask, what else? Become the interviewer. Become the journalist, not the spectator. See what changes. I have not even scratched the surface of my observations from running workshops. But I just wanted to touch back in with you all today, as I have been MIA for the last couple of weeks. I do apologise, but I did have to take some time out. I am back, and I have so many more stories to share with you. If you have enjoyed today's episode, I would love it if you would share it with someone who is developing their own intuition. Don't forget to subscribe to my podcast, the Anything and Everything Spiritual Podcast, so you don't miss any future episodes. And remember, the more you learn to trust yourself, the less you'll need everyone else to tell you that you are psychic. Until next time, take care. You have been listening to Linda, the Psychic Pinup. I am a psychic and medium based on the beautiful south coast of New South Wales. If you'd like to connect with me, to book a reading, join one of my workshops, attend a live event, or to learn more about my coaching and mentoring programs, visit my website, thepsychicpinup.com.au. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram by searching The Psychic Pinup, where I share regular tips, insights, and upcoming events.